Tanya,
Here.
Libby,
Here.
Okay, I declare we have a quorum. Can I get a motion to approve the minutes? Last,
Approve the minutes as presented.
Second.
all in favor?
aye.
Aye.
Okay, new business, resolution 2020-12A, correction, legal description for land donation. Joe?
Now, this is the Hampton Field Park that Vernon Township is donating to the town of Fortville. The town passed a resolution a while back to accept this property. And when it was first prepared, they found an error in the legal description. So in order to get it recorded, they needed to do an amendment to the resolution, or a resolution, I guess, recognizing the amendment to the legal description. So that's all that is.
Just so we needed, somebody needs to make a motion
Yes.
to correct the okay, go ahead.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2020-12A, correcting legal description for land donation as presented.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Okay, sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, number B, ordinance 2020-12A, amending the restating of the preferential street schedule, the stop sign ordinance.
This is, and I said something to you guys, I think it was a couple of meetings ago, that this was coming up. With the new roads that we've taken into the town and then submitted to NDOT for our extra road mileage, there was some stop signs that needed to be added to our preferential street ordinance, the stop sign ordinance. So this ordinance includes all those. You can see I left them in red so you can see which ones they were.
Where are those streets, Joe? Are they all in Windstone?
No, Windstone's already done. These are, for the most part, this is Mount Vernon North, a new development going in. There's one
Okay.
at Bluff Creek. Let's see, it's Breakers Lane and Bluff Creek. That's due to the Harbor Pines development next door where they're connecting to our street, which requires us to put in a stop sign at that intersection. And let's see. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. All of them are pretty much due to that. Now, I did include the four-way stop, and I'm sorry I did not make that red. The four-way stop from Main and Stat, that it obviously will not be a four-way stop until the signs are installed, and that'll be this summer as the construction begins. But that would also give them an opportunity to go ahead and make that a four-way if they needed to during construction.
Okay. Can I get somebody to make an amendment? Not, or make a
Yeah, I'll make a motion. Let me get back to it here. To approve ordinance 2020-12A, first reading, amendment to Title 7, Chapter 72 of the Town of Fortville Code of Ordinances, an ordinance amending and restating the preferential street schedule.
I'll second.
All in favor?
aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Okay, we don't have any unfinished business.
Actually, let me ask Fritz, if would you guys consider suspending the rules on that? Go ahead and just adopting those and having that put to bed this year. If not, we can bring it back at the next meeting for the second readings.
I make a motion to suspend the rules and hold second reading on the stop sign ordinance.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
I'll make a motion to approve ordinance 2020-12A, amending and restating the preferential street schedule stop sign ordinance, second reading as presented.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed?
Thank
Okay.
you. We'll have both of those here at the town hall for signatures when you guys can get in to sign them.
Okay. Okay, Joe,
Yes,
reports.
that's pretty much all I had is what I just showed you there.
Okay. Is Heath online?
He was, yes, he is.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you
Do
guys
you
hear
have
me?
anything to report?
No, not unless anybody's got any questions for me.
Hey, Heath, question, was the damage that was done to the park a couple of weeks ago, we all good to go on that? Is that something still being worked on, or do you have to wait till spring?
It's too wet. It'll have to wait till spring. Unfortunately, when they did that, when the grass was basically going dormant, it's probably killed that whole area. I mean, like I say whole area, it will kill where they came through on the track. So, yeah, I will just have to deal with it come spring and get some dirt down and get everything fixed
All right.
up at that point in time. So, but we do have, just so everybody's aware, I've got a couple more coming, but I do have cameras up basically encompassing that whole point now down at the shelter house. So should anything happen moving forward, we will at least have video.
Okay,
All right, appreciate it.
thank you.
Very good.
Al, anybody have any questions for Heath? Okay. Adam?
Adam is not on.
Okay. Missy?
Actually, the only thing I have is that we received a December tax settlement. And we are up about $243,000 from last year.
Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Anybody have any questions?
That's property taxes, Missy?
That's like property tax, license excise tax, financial institution tax. There's the TIF involved in that as well, the tax that they received for the RDC. The RDC gets the majority of that. It went up almost 200,000.
Wow. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Thank you. Chief?
Yes, I'm here. I'm going to let Pat talk about the video system. Other than the video system, that's all I have this evening. So if Pat, you want to take over and present the video system that we've been discussing that we reappropriated the funds for.
Pat, can you hear? You're on mute. And Pat's gone. There he is.
Okay. So we got our quotes, and most of the quotes are a little bit higher than what we had expected. And we found a company called Verkada, who actually comes in a little bit under what we had reappropriated. I think the total was $14,861.38. That'll give us 2 cameras on the exterior of the building, 1 in the front of the building, the main entrance, and then 1 on the police side of the building. All the cameras have a 10-year warranty, interior and exterior. And then we'll have 2 cameras in the evidence room and 1 camera in the interview room, which the second camera in the evidence room will fill a void from a shelving unit we've had to put in there because our evidence room's pretty full. Other than that, just for the record, we are going to plan on having a little informal meeting at the FOP at 400 East Davis Road for the chief on January 8th at 6 p.m., kind of as a going away. I will send out invites to that to you all, just so you all know if you choose to join.
Okay. Thank you. Does anybody have any? Oh, go ahead.
Also, Fritz, if I can,
Go ahead.
we've got that money that we reappropriated. So we're going to come in about $4,000 under what we allocated for this project. And I want to commend Pat for doing the work on this. He did all the quotes, reached out to all the companies. I don't know if Pat mentioned it. All this comes with a 10-year warranty on all the cameras. So, and it'd be nice to have something out in front of the town hall that we could constantly monitor if we need to, along with outside the police department that we've never had.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody's got any questions, we'll be glad to take them.
Okay. Looks like we don't have any questions. Alex?
I don't have anything unless you have questions for me.
Did you, Buzz had an email earlier maybe Friday or Thursday about the new water.
The IURC
thing.
opt-out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is everything okay?
I think we're going to try to have a Zoom call to talk about those issues and work through them. He had two parts of it. One was about whether the IURC had responded back to our notice. I haven't seen anything, but they aren't required to. So we are fine as far as being opted out. And
Okay.
Joe and Buzz and I will get together and talk about the water main extension and how that applies.
Okay. Alrighty. Do we have anybody from the public? Or wait a minute, before I do that, does anybody have any questions for Alex besides me? Okay. Is there anybody that's logged in from the public?
Yes, Paul Cook here. I have several questions regarding the chief's retirement.
Mhm.
Is there going to be when is the process going to start to find a replacement for him? And will the Board of Police Commissioners be involved in that process? And also wondering if we should appoint Pat Bratton as the interim chief until a new chief is selected.
I think what we were going to do is we were going to do that the first week or the first meeting in January. What we were going to do. Is that what we discussed earlier?
I don't know that we came to any conclusion on the next steps as far as opening up the process, putting out advertising and such. Alex, would you care to chime in? If we do need to get together, walk us through that process, please. That steps that we would get together.
Yeah. So you've got a lot of leeway to go about it whichever way you want to see. If you want to look in-house first, or if you want to advertise and go out. I think one of the things we can have an executive session to talk about this. And so that the council could kind of weigh all of these options. I think that wouldn't be a bad idea. Maybe even just a half an hour before the first meeting in January, and we could kind of walk through some of those things. And we, of course, have plenty of time to notice that up. But ultimately, if you do want to advertise 30 days, 45 days, again, there's no requirement under law. This is town's process to create. And then, 30 days, 45 days to get the resumes and applications in, and then go through first cut and then schedule some interviews. And it's typically a 90 day or so process to go through. But my thought would be have an executive session. The council can have a very candid and open conversation about how they'd like the process to go. And then, of course, no decisions would be made there. And then we could come out into the meeting and when the time is right and present the strategy and the process.
Okay. So you want to get together the next meeting at 6:00?
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Will that be a Zoom or an in-house?
Let's do that in-house.
Yeah, I agree. That'll be the first Monday of January, right?
Yeah, the 4th, I believe, is the date.
Okay, thank you.
So do you want to have an in-person council meeting that night since everybody's going to be here? Or are you going to try to get back home to Zoom it?
No, well, I would rather just knock it out and get it over with if we're going to go in there and talk. I think everybody will just wear their mask. I doubt there's going to be that many people showing up. Are we still under red still?
I believe we are, yes.
Have the cases started going down?
That I don't know.
The cases,
Taking no.
I'd recommend that we just go ahead and meet via Zoom, keep it standard, keep it the same. We're still under red, and if we want to change it, we got a week or so to do it, but
Okay. So you want to do both of them at Zoom or just one?
both.
Do both at Zoom?
Easier to do it that way.
Okay. That's fine with me. Either way.
Well, I do know that the police commissioners, if you decide to go outside of the department, that we would like to be involved in the process also.
Okay.
But we'll have plenty of time to work that out and chat out how we want that to go when we have our executive session. And I personally don't have any problem getting this whittled down or having the police commission being a part of that and vetting them through there. But we could chat more about that when we have our executive session and communicate that out at that point.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Paul. Town council comments. Libby,
I don't have anything.
Tanya,
What? I have nothing. No. Sorry.
Becky,
Nothing.
Robert.
The only thing I have for all of you guys is to communicate that I learned today that Amanda Fronick, the deputy township trustee, resigned effective at the end of the year.
Wow.
And so I haven't had a chance to speak to her yet. Flory is aware. Flory communicated it as well. She's done a tremendous job. If you remember, she was just awarded the award at the council meeting, what, month, 6 weeks ago or so. Done a tremendous job. It was very instrumental in getting all of that transferred over and helping the fire territory. So I don't know next steps yet, but obviously I'll let you guys know when I know more. Just learned that today.
Okay. Thank you. Did the only comment I had is we had a water main break over there by the
gas station or the car wash.
yeah, the car wash. Looks like you guys got on it and got it fixed pretty quick.
Those guys
Thank
are
you.
good. They can knock them out pretty quick.
Was it just worn out or?
Oh, it's an old cast iron main. It snapped in half. Those pipes, the way they were built, back in the day, they were spun, so they were designed to snap. So it almost looks like somebody takes a saw and cuts it in half. So when that happens a lot when the temperature starts to change, it starts to get cold and warm and falling. Ground will move a little bit, put pressure on those pipes, and they'll snap.
Okay.
So we've got clamps where they were able to go in and button it up pretty quick.
Good. Thank you. When a pipe breaks like that, I know some places they want you to boil the water or something.
Yeah, we're supposed to try not to shut the water down 100%. If we can keep a little bit of water pressure in the system to keep water from backing up into it and maintaining a flow, then we're pretty good. And then we still flush the mains really good as well. Yeah, if we end up having a bad water main break where you have a risk of getting anything contaminants back into the system, then we call for a boil water order.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Can I get a motion to approve this signed vouchers?
Make a motion to approve and sign vouchers.
I second.
Okay, wait a minute. Who seconded?
Whoever.
Pick whoever.
Pick
Tanya.
somebody.
Yeah.
Okay, Tanya. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Make a motion, we adjourn at 7:21.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, everybody.